welcome back to the American Institute for Paranormal YouTube channel. My name is Dennis Carroll, and this is...
I'm Tony Zamberlin. Hello, everybody.
We're going to talk a little bit today about what we term haunted real estate and the aspects of it in paranormal investigation and research. It's very interesting to note that a lot of real estate agencies nowadays have qualms about passing on information on certain real estate that may have had what we might call a horrific history to it, where maybe mass murders have occurred or some crimes like that related to it, and to also the other aspect of it, which is actual haunted reputation that real estate may get from such criminal actions as that. Matter of fact, I've told people a lot of times, in order to understand the paranormal a lot, you also need to go into the law enforcement aspects of investigation, and that also points you towards crime. You're going to run into crime a lot of times when it comes to the paranormal, because sometimes that is how paranormal events are born. And when that usually occurs, that involves real estate. Either whether it be a house or a building or a business or even a location, a set of woods or a forest or a field, whichever the case may be, you're going to run into real estate. And of course, the most interesting and logical aspects of that for paranormal research and all that is, of course, you don't want to go into these areas without the permission of people who own these locations or houses, of course. And a lot of times, in order to go in and do research and investigations, you'll have to get in touch with real estate agencies. A lot of them who own these places, and so this is where this fellow comes in. He's been in real estate for how long now?
I've been doing it for about 8 years now. About 8 years. I've been an investor and also a wholesaler. I've also flipped a bunch of properties. I did a little over 40 deals to date. This is 2016.
Well, a big connection with real estate is the history that you will have to look at when it comes to houses, places, locations, and all that, because your history is very, very important. As I've said many, many times in the past, you can't have paranormal research and investigation without some history. You've got to learn what happened at that location and why it's doing these things, why you're getting reports on these, or why you're even there for that matter. You've got to find out the history, and of course, when it comes to real estate, that's a very important aspect of real estate, isn't it?
It is.
I mean, your history is going to tell who owned the place, when they owned it, how long it's been there, how long it's been a house, or how long they've owned that property and all that. That's very important aspects of it.
Also, if there's any crimes or anything like that, you can talk to neighbors, you can talk to people on both sides. I always tell people you can talk to people on both sides of the property.
And the whole neighborhood, for that matter, if you can.
Yeah, if it's a haunted house, I mean, sometimes it can even decrease the value on the property as well as considered an obsolescence. That's probably why
a lot of real estate companies don't want to pass that knowledge on to them.
Yeah, well, there's not required. Most states don't have requirements right now to do it. I mean, my opinion, it's always good to do that.
There's some states that require they give you the history.
I think there is a couple that require that. Florida may be one of them. And I think Massachusetts. Don't quote me on that, but they do require that, I believe. But in my opinion, you always want to reveal anything you can about the property. I mean, for your reputation, and also for the seller's reputation. I mean, even if somebody's trying to sell a house to somebody, you still want to be upfront. And I always have done that in my business. If I know something about a house, it's got termites, if it's got mold damage, anything like that, I'll reveal it.
Oh, and they have ghosts.
Anything with paranormal, ghosts or ghouls, yes sir. It's anything like that. In my opinion, if you don't reveal it, it's going to hurt your reputation later on. Somebody's going to be mad about it. You didn't say something if you knew something about it.
Well, as in all paranormal research and investigation, Tony, you always have to remember, as much information as we have on whatever subject we are approaching or whatever case we have to be on, the better that will be for us in the long run. The more information we have in real estate and dealing with real estate agencies, doing research, going to libraries, checking the research in the libraries. I have spent many countless hours in research areas of the library, looking up subjects, looking up histories and things, trying to understand what I'm dealing with. And now, of course, you have the invaluable tool of the personal computer. You have the libraries of the world at your fingertips. And that's a very good thing, a very important tool. But you still have to do the legwork, so to speak, especially when it comes, I think, to real estate, because a lot of the true history of what you're looking into cannot be found on the internet.
Yeah, right. And a lot of times it can actually help the value of the property if you're wanting to buy, let's say, a haunted house, just because you're into that kind of stuff. And some people just want to do it. They try to make a profit on it. That can increase the value of the property, but in many cases it lowers the value
And the
of the property, depending on how bad it is.
the publicity can be sort of a double-edged knife. It can cut both ways. It can be for good or for bad.
And I also recommend, and Dennis will agree with me here, you always want to get your house blessed or cleared. And my recommendation, I always recommend that to people, especially if you got a house that's haunted and you're trying to put it on the market. I'll let him maybe, you want to talk a little bit about that, Dennis?
If a house has a bad reputation,